Sean Jones, a rising star, continues his professional journey again today. This crowd is eager to see what he can do. It's the New York Mets going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Sean Jones, one of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Hit hard, should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Headed for the plate. Across is the runner from first. It's 2-zip.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Nelson Velasquez steps in for the Royals. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. That's exactly what you're taught to do with that pitch, but it's not that easy to execute in a live at bat. Great job of staying on that breaking ball down and away and shooting it to the opposite field.
1 down. Francisco Alvarez digs in now. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Hit on the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and to the plate for Kansas City, Sean Jones. Senga back to work. And that one hammered way back there. Gone. He'll touch them all. His 21st of the year. It's 5-4. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. No, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, it's such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Over to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Jones, 24 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. On the ground, and that's just foul. Another 1-2. Stays alive. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Sean Jones steps in for the Royals. He's already homered here in this one. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. next pitch is outside.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Butler, the base runner at first with one out. Got him swinging for the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. One gone, runner at first. Here's Brandon Nimmo. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Grounder might be two. There's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. Man at first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Sean Jones. He's already homered in this game. Ripped to short. Ball game. Out. Jones with a valiant job in defeat.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time he came up, even though he
First and second, 2 outs. Jones now at the plate. Knocked in 3 of their 4 runs in yesterday's game. Going away.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soto sizes this one up. Makes the grab. And the inning is over. Royals strand a pair. So 2 down. Drew Gilbert up now for the Mets. Out to short. Jones. On to first. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. 1 out, bases empty.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Inside, and it's 2-2. That's inside. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Inside, and that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now the left fielder, Nelson Velasquez. Here's a 1-2. Runner on the go. In the air, right side. Soto going after him. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The catcher, number 34, Freddie.
So up now for Kansas City, Freddie Fermin. Jones, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner on the go.
1 ball.
In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 5-1.
Does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And first offering is fouled off. Jones, in his 3rd season, 24 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Liner, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Nelson Velasquez. Runner takes off. That one the other way. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Royals 2. Here's the catcher, Cody Huff.
Well, the way these 2 teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Mets 5 and the Royals 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Sean Jones.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Got him! And that's the first out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Swing and a ground ball. Jones tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. So they make short work of him. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base. Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have.
On to first, ball game. And the Mets hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game. Jones with an okay game in the loss. Singled and drew a walk in this one.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
First and second, 2 outs. Jones getting ready to hit.
He really needs to start making more contact. Striking out nearly twice in each of.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. 1 runs in. Butler headed for the plate. In to score from first, and they take a 2-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Next is the Royals catcher, Freddie Fermin. Jones at third. Velasquez at first. 2 out of the inning.
One ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Nimmo makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Second inning coming up here in Kansas City. 2 aboard, 2 outs. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Pasquantino rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and the lead is up to 5.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Nelson Velasquez steps in for the Royals. Here goes the runner. Hard hit right side. Gets it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left. First and second, 2 down.
Shortstop, strong.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And a ground ball to first. And a base hit right there. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. It's 6-1.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
First and second, 2 outs. Nelson Velasquez steps in for the Royals. Runner takes off. Cut on and lifted in the air. And it falls. The throw in. Save. In comes the run from second. And it's now a 6-run lead. 2 gone with runners at the corners. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. And they're all loaded up.
just keep handing out gifts, Boo. Well, are we supposed to bring something?
Singy, I think just our presence is the present. So bases all loaded up. Alek Thomas steps in for the Royals. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. So up next, Sean Jones. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And first offering is fouled off. And strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide.
Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Base is empty, 1 away. And next up for the Royals, Sean Jones. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location,
oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. And they add to the lead. It's 12-2. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Excelled in this one and contributed to the win. 4 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish.
Sean Jones comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Back here at Dodger Stadium, digging in, Sean Jones. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Line drive, and there's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Man at first, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin.
Vereen.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. This one in the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Runner goes again. In the air, right field. Tucker should have it. And out number 1 on the grab.
You know, Boog, playing a full season of baseball at this level is hard enough, but to do it as a two-way player, it's even more challenging. I hope fans appreciate the work he's putting in this season to make all of this happen. It's pretty special.
TJ Friedl getting ready to hit.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. And he grounds one to the right side. Sneaks through. Base hit. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up. OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working. Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man at first. And to the plate for Kansas City, Freddie Fermin. The 1-0. Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Throw safe. Man at second. Runner goes again. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. And he boots it. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
One out, base is empty. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out to short, Jones. Throw to first in time. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Ohtani back to work. The shortstop takes the ball. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. So runner at second, 2 down. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Dalton Rushing. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Sean Jones will hit next. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. A little out front there as he swings through it. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Next is the Royals catcher, Freddie Fermin. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Tucker makes the catch. And that is that. Royals lead 1. They're down 2, 7-5. Base is empty with 2 away. Next to hit, Nick Lofton. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take the series opener here at home. Jones with a nice showing despite the loss.
Well, Boog, it was a strong individual day for him. Even if they couldn't quite get the win, this is a game he can feel really good about.
Stepping in, the sluggy shortstop, Sean Jones. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And a foul ball. Hey, by the way, Chris.
Yes, John.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
That one missing inside.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Two outs. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air, right field. Outman. And that is that. So one left for Kansas City. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. This is Royals baseball on the show Midwest. And here comes Tommy Edman. On the ground, 2 ball. Handles. Sasaki back to work. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Pages puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Andy Pages now at the plate. On the ground, a short, could be 2. There's 1. Double play. He's out. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Royals. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Oh, no fair right there. I mean, That slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him! Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Sean Jones. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Well, these Royals really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Luis Rengifo digs in now. This to third, Garcia. On to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. We go to the 9th, and now the shortstop, Sean Jones. Foul ball there. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Nelson Velasquez steps in for the Royals.
They call this batter a gamer because he always seems to perform better when it matters most. Who doesn't want a guy like that on your team?
Runner on the go in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner on the go again. Line to left. Pages makes the catch. One out. Runner at second. TJ Friedl getting ready to hit. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy, runner takes off for third. That one lines softly the other way. It'll fall into left field for a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, James Outman. That's in there. And a count 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Right-handed reliever. Line drive. And that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Number 44, Andy Pages.
So up next, Andy Pages. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Base hit. Here comes Bohm around third. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And it's 8-3. Jones had a ho-hum game for them. Just 1 hit in 5 at-bats.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today.
Sean Jones steps in for the Royals. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. Fouled off left side. Yamamoto once again named pitcher of the month after a really excellent stretch. Swings through that one for strike two.
Boog, I got to tell you, the way he's pitched this year, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to get an arm workout polishing up a Cy Young award in the offseason. So fun to watch him operate out there.
Ball.
That misses the zone. Ball three. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Alonso makes the play, and there's one down.
That is it. The left fielder, Nelson Velasquez.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
1-1-1.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Garcia leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And he chases that one. Out number 3. Royals lead one. First and second, 2 down. And that is out of play.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Royals nothing. Sean Jones steps in for the Royals. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pages settles underneath it, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Two outs, base is empty. Thairo Estrada to the plate. Hit to right, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Jones. Sean Jones is getting ready. One down. And now the shortstop, Sean Jones. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. And that one is lifted in the air. Trout sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down. Bottom of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Bryce Rayner. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Alda Gary back to work. Swings through that one out in front that time. 0-1. That's down and in. Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And it remains 2-2. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Trammell. And there's one down. So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Trammell. 1 out, bases empty. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time.
Up next is the Angels. The shortstop.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Sean Jones. And first offering is fouled off. Jones, 24 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So a man at first. Curtis Mead steps in for the Royals. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Puts a bunt down. In plenty of time to first, out on the sac bunt.
No, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Jones over at second, 1 down. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag. That one the other way. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Fought off foul. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down. Next to hit, Sean Jones.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Bounce to the left side. Lipscomb on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Jones had a decent showing in this one. Went 1 for 5 with a single.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
So 2 down. Sean Jones steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Out towards right center field. Doyle on the move. Squeezes it. And that'll do it. So in now for the Angels, Brenton Doyle. Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Hey everyone.
Coming into the game now is the injury replacement. Jones had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Clifford makes the catch, and there's one gone. Still only one out here in the inning. And a foul ball. Tied up here in the early going. The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses, and that's ball 2. That's down and in.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss. Now 3-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore, where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Runner on the go. Squirts away a little bit. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. 1 out and a runner at second. Runner goes again. Flying drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
That was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
That's to third. Caminero slings to second. Adello. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Sean Jones. That one missed. Lesko measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-1.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The first baseman, number 33.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Gabriel Moreno. Here's the 0-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Quickly to second for 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and we've got a pinch hitter to lead it off. Edward Grimsley. Jones played well enough in the win.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays.
And now,
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Toronto.
Ready to go? And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones.
Go.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. And now Jose Azocar.
Azocar.
1-1.
On the ground, Jones. On to first. One up, one down. 2 outs, base is empty. Jones, 25 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2024. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And it's fouled away. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number. So a man at first. Next is the designated hitter, Ramon Urias. The pitch. On the ground, out to short. They take the force out, and that's the 3rd out. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Foul ball there. Oh, 0-2 now. And there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Yankees up by 3. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Alvarez collects, fires to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Slings it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The right fielder, number
Back now, top 7, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to lead it off. Jorbit Bibas.
now playing shortstop. Number 91. Jordy.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. This one in the air. Keith. makes the grab, one away. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Rip towards third. Throws to first in time. That one is upstairs. Dominguez off of first with 2 away. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
This one popped up, and that's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. He goes down looking. No runs on. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training action on MLB The Show. Okay, all set to go, and the batter will be the shortstop, Sean Jones. That smash towards center. Julio squeezes it, one up, one down. 2 on, 2 outs. Fought off foul. Caminero over at second. Dominguez on at first with 2 down. Lifted in the air, right field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Yanks strand a pair. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And a bunt towards third. Bare hand scoop, gathers and throws. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Now it's the shortstop, Sean Jones. 1 for 3.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big time power. And first offering is fouled off. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Grabs it barehanded, and he beats it. He's safe. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And the pitch. Runner on the move. In the dirt. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything.
Runner goes again. Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we pinch hitter coming on, Will Wilson. Runners at first and second for him with one down. Jones could have done a bit more to help them out.
If he's going to be a driver for their offense and change losses like this one to wins, he needs better days.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Runner on the go. Okay. Squirts away a little bit. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner on the go again. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. One out, base is empty. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. And there's two down.
The first baseman, number 33.
Nelson Velasquez, the next twin up to hit. Velasquez went off for 2 homers in his last game. Out to short, Jones. There's one, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Sean Jones. And that is out of play. Jones, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him swinging. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. So a man at first. And here's the first baseman, Elmer Batista. On the ground, right side. Nice stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Awesome job of getting to that baseball. Really good dive there. Doesn't have time to get up to his feet, so he throws from the seat of his pants, and he throws on the money.
Jones with an okay game in the win.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. And a pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And the 0-1. That one hit to right. And makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Line to left, and it goes just foul. Two on, 1 out. On the ground right side, 4, 6. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Blocked. Throw to third. Save. Here's a 1-1.
You got it.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And a foul ball. Strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So now a pinch hitter, Jorbit Bibas. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Ready to go. And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Chopped left side, but it kicks foul. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Myers going back, and it hits the top of the wall. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man.
And a ground ball to first, and he handles it himself for the out.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to first, and that is the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. Score remains. All set for the start of the inning. And now Sean Jones. Bybee back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Packed house here at Daikin Park. Cut on and lifted in the air. Weimer. And a quick out, number one. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And first offering is fouled off. Jones measures 6 feet even, 25 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2024. And a foul ball. On the ground. And foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Jones, the next to hit, takes outside.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mateo. And that's the third out. No runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second. Go-ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Swing and a foul out of play. Up the middle, Mateo throws to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Jones did okay for them in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the shortstop, Sean Jones. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball, one strike.
Center field. Myers hauls it in, and there's one away. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Richie Wade. Swing and a chopper out to short. Over to Lowe. One up, one down. No outs, runners at first and second. Popped up. Puts it away for the out. One down. Now the third baseman, Zach DeZenzo. Out to short. Into the outfield, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
One out, base is empty. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
0-2.
Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect.
Slings it across. That's out number 2.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 on, 1 out. Jones digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Yankees looking to rally. The tying run at the plate. And ball 1.
Strike.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Way back there. Gone into the Crawford boxes. A home run. He rocketed that one out of here. His first homer of the year, and we are all tied up. It's 4-4.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way.
So 2 down. So next up for Houston, Zach McKinstry. Out to short. Jones. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. So they're all loaded up. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Miguel Amaya. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. Throws to second, and a potential go-ahead run stops at second base.
Everything came together for him. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that. Now a huge...
This one smoked out to left. He pulls it down, ball game. And the Astros hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. All right, ready to go here. And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. That one fouled off.
First pitch, 7-11.
Swings through the sweeper.
No balls, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's back there. Out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His second homer of this series. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
And that one is lifted in the air. Weimer gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Michael Hobson up next for the Astros. Out to short. Jones. Whips it across. Play is made, 2 out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 outs, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So the Yanks go in order. They're up 6. So 1 out, nobody on. Michael Hobson up next for the Astros. Hit on the ground to short. Jones. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Sean Jones. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Back to the top of the order. And up next for New York, Sean Jones. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there. But you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one missed.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Jones had a decent showing in this one. Just one. Ready to go now, and stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
0-1.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Throw safe. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. One out and a runner at second here in the finale of this 4-game set. Wisniewski checks the runner. Man at second. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Alvarez snags it. 2 away. Here's Ketel Marte. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move.
2 and 2.
In the dirt. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Got him looking. Definitely not a partay for Ketel Marte. So 1 hit is all they get. Bottom of the first. So now the Astros designated hitter, Richie Wade. Out to short. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
Wisniewski back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That's out to center field. Myers settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. Jones measures 6 feet even, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Toglia makes the grab, and that is that. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Michael Toglia. On the ground to the left. Jones zips it to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back to the top of the order now. Sean Jones getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. The shortstop takes the ball. Marinaccio, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1. Jake Myers now at the plate. Two. Ripped to short. They get the force, and that'll do it. 2 left on. First and second, 1 out. Jones, the next to hit. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Around third. One runs in. And he'll pull into second safely.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Really important at bat coming up now.
In the air, left field, down the line. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. All tied again, 5-5. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Runner breaks for third. That's ball four.
Runner takes your base.
Throw to third. Wow! And that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now, Yordan Alvarez. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. That one drilled left field. And that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for two. To second as they hold the winning run at second base.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
First and second, 2 outs. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. Trying to send this to extra innings. That to right. Reaches but can't haul it in. Myers to the plate. In comes the winning run. And the Astros 6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and So digging in, Sean Jones. Good power, not great in the OBP department. That one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, and that one handled. Whips it to first. 1 out in the second. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of. So stepping in for Boston, Yainer Diaz. Hit on the ground to short. Jones. They get the force, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. For the Red Sox, they still find themselves down 6-0. 1 out, base is empty. Fought off foul. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Sia strikes him out for the second time today. So 2 down. Sean Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and the defense comes away with nothing.
It's good hustle. And when you're talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Runner on the move. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Yeah. Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
And that's a little bit high. And the count even 1-1. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball, and you know.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot.
Oh, that got him. First batter of the game is hit by the pitch. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Rudder takes off. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Now 1-1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings and chases a low one there.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. And they're down 2-0. Back here at Fenway Park, bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Roman Anthony. Swing and a ground ball. Jones. Over to first. One up, one down. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. The run comes in to score from second, and they've tied it in the top of the ninth.
That's a big-time clutch performance, Boog. Top of the ninth, your team needs you to come through, and you deliver a game-tying RBI base hit. Now let's see if they can build on that and get the lead. Put the pressure on the other side heading into the bottom of the ninth.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Four in the ninth. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out at second. Back inside Fenway Park. Bottom nine. Now it's the shortstop, Marcelo Meyer. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Fielder got a piece of it, but
so runners at the corners, nobody out. Julio now at the plate.
oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Red Sox. Close one here today. All right, ready to get underway. And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. Slapped foul. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Got him. And that's the first out.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
And he drops it down the third baseline. And he barehands it over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Jones, 25 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2024. Strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Bunting for a hit, he pops it up. Reaching for it and brings it in. So up next, Sean Jones. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one fouled off. And that is out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they back to the top of the order now. And up next for New York, Sean Jones.
struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. The Yanks lead 1, but they're up 3-2. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Julio digs in now. And he grounds one to the right side. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Jones had a rough go of it in this game.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
And here's the DH for the Cubs, Timothy Buckner. Out to short. Jones. Fires to first on the run. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. We go to the bottom of the 1st. And stepping in for the Yankees, Sean Jones. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Shota, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, and he was born in Japan. Down the left field line, should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for 3rd. This one in the dirt. Runner goes again. Popped up. It's going to fall for a hit.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those.
Runners on the move. Now a pop-up on the infield. And the infield fly rule called. On to Chaz. Now 2 out. So 2 down. So up now for Chicago, Cesar Moya. Out to short. Sends it across to first. And that is the inning. 2 out, space is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Bush makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. On to inning number 4. No score.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop,
And first offering is fouled off. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across last half of inning number 5. And a big swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Caught him looking for the K. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Back to the top of the order. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Sean Jones. Ground ball right side, and he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. We go to the 9th. Now here is Cesar Moya. Graterol, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer. Hit on the ground to short. Jones tosses to first. He's out. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a...
Jones had a game to forget.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back.
Bottom of the 1st. Now it's going to be Sean Jones. Swings through that one. Jones playing up the middle at short. 25 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that one fouled off. And there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
In the dirt. Throw to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
First pitch swing in, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
First and second, 2 outs. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And the right-hander deals. Runner on the go. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. And now the right fielder, Pavin Smith.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Goes to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a slow roller. And foul ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Ronnie Mauricio now. On the ground. Jones. Tosses across to first. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the offense. So the batting order turns over. Sean Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Now 1-1. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Throws across the diamond, and that will end the inning. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. We're through 6 full. Yankees 6 and the Cubs 3. Two down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. The Cubs down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take the first 2 games of this series. Jones. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jones now at the plate. And a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Foul ball still 0-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And next is the designated hitter, Jason Dominguez. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Moya makes the catch. That's out number 2. First and second, 2 outs. And now Jorbit Bibas. And that'll load the bases.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Ball 4, he's walked in a run. So bases all loaded up. And now it's going to be Taylor Ward. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Into center. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Long run, tracks it down. And that is the third out. Here's the catcher to hit, Daniel Susac. Ground ball, could be two. Slings to first in time. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Late on that fastball.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sport. Fan, tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So now here's the DH, Jason Dominguez.
Runner!
First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
No ball.
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
0-2.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Man at first. And now the DH, Jason Dominguez. Rudder takes off. Called strike 3. No throw, safe at second. One out, runner at second. Now the third baseman, Jorbit Bibas. Bush. And he takes it himself for the out. Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next for New York, Jordan Beck. Swing and a pop-up. Buckner makes the play, and that'll do it. Two outs, bases full. Jones will hit next.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big-time power. Ball one there.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cubs salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Jones with a less than great.